Hello again, once again, everybody. Thetimix here. Welcome back to Let's Play Motorsport Manager, the Daddy's Boy Challenge, final one of the rookie set. And here in Race 8, it is a critical point in the season. The last two races have not gone as expected. Dubai went in favor of Spartan, and they took a 2-point lead, but then they got only a single point in Guildford. And we extended to our largest lead by a bit of the year at 10 points. So now coming up next is Singapore in just over 3 weeks. And as you can see, gearbox and brakes are the key parts, and those are the two that we are best at. So this is a chance for us to really grab this by the throat, or if you'll pardon the pun, to put the hammer down and take control of this championship race. We are not without concerns, though. I mean, this is going to be our best chance for the rest of the year, I think. So, if we don't seize it here, we could be in trouble. I really need to expand our lead here. Definitely need to get Gabler the win, and I want to get some points out of Stone as well. Finances, obviously a concern. We are done building parts. This is going to be our final spoiler. Excuse me. It's going to be done in a few days. And then we're just going to work on maxing those out. We got a couple sponsor openings. As I mentioned at the end of the last session, going to fill those in and try to cut into this financial deficit. So, let's see what we've got. $12 hours. Not interested in any of that. Okay, let's take a look at our interview with WSN. Gabler had to apologize to the representative from Guildford today after she soaked him in a shower of champagne spray at the podium. What are your thoughts on her behavior? She's just playing around. She didn't mean any harm. We'll go with that. The chairman didn't like that answer. Oh, that's too bad. Deal with it. We're in first place. You're not doing anything to me. Yeah, Junior's reasonably happy. I'm going to be just fine. Okay, yeah, 4 days left there. Our spoilers are up to second, nearly as good. We're up, still number one in those, a little bit behind on speed, somewhat behind in suspension, but nearly as good as Atsuno on the spoiler now. So, let's move along. Starting to get some sponsor offers in. We'll wait on those. Atsuno has opened a new telemetry center. Okay, well, not just us and Spartan investing in their HQ. Atsuno thinks that they're a player. They want to upgrade. Let's take a look at our factory. What can we improve? Well, we can improve that spoiler. Brakes are at max. Engines at max. Gearboxes at max. Suspension's at max. So all we can do is work on the spoiler. Definitely going to want reliability there. Nope, it's not what I wanted. There it is. Spoiler's still going to get done first. Before the reliability, even by putting it all in there. So that's what we want. More sponsor offers. We don't care about those. Let's go clear this off. And again, you don't have to, but I just prefer getting rid of all those notifications. Spoilers finished. Let's go ahead and get those parts sitting on the correct vehicles now. Alright, so Stone is going to take the one that's a little better. There we go. It's not going to change our opinions. And go ahead and throw these in. Still got plenty to get this done before the next race. Can even have a few of our employees, yeah, a quarter of them, 5. Can have them working on the performance. You can see there's a pretty significant gap here. About 70 points on each that we can boost. But yeah, all I've got there is the sponsors. Okay. We're not going to design any more parts. Again, due to the financial situation. I'd like to go up with a suspension or whatnot, but really can't afford it. A couple more days. Yep, still want to be in that 15.5 distribution. The Black Sea, round 6 of the GT Challenger as they get into their second half of the year. Upcoming vote. I wonder if you're interested in voting in favor of the addition of Black Sea GP in the next vote. I can make it worth your while if you know what I mean. Fumito. And they're actually not doing the votes in these challenges because those don't actually take effect until the next year. So this is basically a free $250,000. That's what this is. Why not? We'll go along with that. Stick where we are. And we see the one spoiler's almost there, the other one's getting there. And we have more or less gained several points on each of these spoilers, but most of it remains to be done. Okay, we've got Bobby Stone, you're bang on the target of first. Not bad at all. After last time, he wanted to make sure I knew I was going to be fired if I didn't get first, so he's happy. Okay, Singapore, 50 laps, 2.63 miles. Likely to be some rain during the race. That would be nice. Brakes are important, and we're the best at that. Super soft and soft. Pretty abrasive track. Okay, and Andrea Gabler, happy to know about our top speed, is pleased with us being one of the best. Just below Spartan, but we're one of the best. Yeah, we can tick that down one spot. 14 on the reliability. Former WMC team principal considers us the favorites. Gabler is not feeling the pressure of being at top of the standings. Doesn't bother me at all, to be honest. And she's got such a lead, there really isn't any pressure in terms of that. The only pressure is for the team result. Eva Blasi thinks that Dogtooth can get to the podium. One of her favorite tracks. We'll see how that pans out. And Stone extremely concerned about the status of the team's finances. Well, I'm working on that. That's why I accepted that bribe. Did you see that? That should be pretty. You should be pretty happy with that. Spoiler, and see, our spoiler work is done enough now to get us past Atsuno. So that's 3 of the 5 parts that we're number 1 on. We're number 2 on the others, and the cars that are better on us are different. Atsuno in the suspension, Spartan in the speed. So we're looking pretty good. We've had the top car overall, but we're in a little more dominant position than it was before. And we can just sneak that last little bit of work in there. So we can see both of these now down, we've got about maybe 15 points, roughly 12, 15 points improved in each of those. And we should be able to accelerate it after this race is done. It's time to take a look at our sponsors. 3 of them for this 3rd or above target, and that's the one that we normally hit. And honestly, the 1.5 million up front here is the big deal, because we've only got 5 races left. This is going to be our last deal. This is a slightly bigger bonus, but it's not going to matter compared to the bigger payment up front. So we'll take that 1.5, cutting our deficit almost in half. What about the first slot? And we got a sort of a similar thing going on here. We can get triple the home race bonus in Japan. We've got a Japan race coming up, but I want the money now. And they're not going to give us any money now. We'll take Play Sport. Okay, so we've cut down that deficit quite a bit, but it's still there. We're going to lose a little bit more money per race, of course. But I'm hoping, like, if we can get anything close to this, then it'll really help us end the season roughly even. So that's looking good. And now they're letting us know that the reliability work is done. And yeah, we'll put everybody in there, and it's still going to take a month to max out these spoilers. A lot of work to be done on those yet. Let's go with that. And we see less than 100K if we hit our bonuses. That's what we're going to lose. Everybody's still happy. And what's interesting here is they figure our card is good enough that we can finish first and second in this race. If we did that, that would be a heck of a thing. Now, the email said we're going to have rain, but it still says clear for the race, so we'll see who's right about that. It's time to head out to Singapore. Round 8. You can see by the outline of the track here, lots of twists and turns, speeding up and slowing down. That's what our car is made for. Okay, now we'll go with our usual approach to weight stripping. 75 unless it's a crucial part, in which case it's 85. And something I haven't done much of, but since all the parts are fully developed on reliability, they're all the same duplicates in terms of like how much red zone they have, all that. Just hit that apply to other car button, and we got our 315 bonus. And do we want to go softs or super softs? It's a 50-lap track. And, you know, if we were going, we would have to start on softs, which would basically mean forgetting about getting into the qualifying sponsor bonus. If we started on softs, we could probably do a one-stop with one of each. Otherwise, we want to go with all super softs and a two-stop strategy. So the thing about it is, it's going to have to be a two-stop strategy for fuel purposes for Stone anyway. It's better to have a unified tire strategy for both drivers, because then you can max out the bonus in practice from the the trim bonus. We don't want to have like 5% for each. We want to be using one that we've got 15% on. So I think I definitely want to go with super softs here. I think that's going to be the best strategic choice. Our times not winning any awards, but that's okay. You can see everybody that ran a faster time did it on super softs. We had super softs at the beginning, but ran our better times after we'd make some adjustments, and we're not close. We're not close to having everything dialed in. We're not worried about that at all. Claude Hughes is gutted by our showing in practice, getting worried. Gabler disappointed with it as well. Everybody needs to relax. We're going to be fine. Hey, look, it's raining. It's raining for qualifying. Okay, so let's see how specifically that... Okay, we're going to be probably just enough to use inters for about the first 3 minutes. And that looks like it's going to dry out. So for qualifying, what do we want to use? Well, we're going to be using super softs for qualifying. We don't need to bother with the light-footed. So, qualifying trim and super softs. That seems to be pretty obviously the way I'm going to go here. The other drivers. So, first 5 out. Once again, none of the big ones. Orange up in 3rd and 5th. Spartan 7th and 12th for Lori. So they'll definitely be looking to improve on that in the second session. Weather looking better for our second qualifying run. Alright, so here we are, end of the second qualifying stage, and I screwed up on the tires. Because whatever tires you finish qualifying 2 on, of course, you go into the race with, and now the tires I have are going to be worn. But there's nothing for it here. Particularly considering the way I had the files saved, I actually had to continue with this file or call it a day. Okay, so let's see what we have to go here. And if we look at the times here, we can see that it wasn't just that we were faster today. That 121.5, 121.6 that she was running, that's faster than anybody else has been running all week, or all through the qualifying, I should say. So Gabler just running no class at all for Spartan MRT. I'll take that. And nothing else particularly interesting there. Gabler, an ominous form, it says the chase is on for everybody else, and that's true. So pole position, 2 points, 600K bonus. All of that's great. Pretty sure we're still set with this end. We are. Okay, so Gabler's tires suck, and Stone's aren't going to be a whole lot better. We're looking at Stone not looking that great, but Gabler looking well. Okay, so we definitely, of course, are going to stay on the super softs the whole darn time. Race trim. Super softs, race trim. Actually, no. We want the engine expert. Definitely want the engine expert there. Okay, and let's take a look at the tires. We're 7 to 9 laps. We're not going to get quite that many out of them, I'm sure. fuel, we're going to want to really drop it down here. I don't see us getting any more than 5 or 6 laps. I really don't. And given that, what I think we want to do is have 3 laps of fuel. Make it 4. We'll run flat out for 2 laps. And, you know, we may not even need 4 laps of fuel, but gonna run flat out for a couple laps and then pretty much switch over to hybrid right away. That's what I'm gonna need to do there. And if we can back off at all, that would be nice, but it's not going to do us any good because of the tires. So it is what it is. And then let's see how long we're going to expect to last on these. 8 to 10 laps. Let's say we get, let's aim for 7. Let's aim for getting 7 laps out of him. So let's say maybe we go with 8 laps of fuel, and that's again, that's probably high, but I'm going to go with it anyway. I want to make sure there's enough. I don't want to shortchange him too much. Yeah, and then obviously we're going to be aggressive off the start again. So really hoping that I don't pay too much here. Done this race multiple times now. I keep screwing it up. Hoping that I don't pay too much for that qualifying mistake. But there's nothing for it right now other than to go forward. Gabler number 1 here, number 1 in the championship. Now we're showing her form down to 6, but Stone's at 5. Lori's at 4. So, yeah, I'm hoping that Gabler gets a good start, particularly given how little fuel she's carrying. Get out in front. Because I still don't want to burn any fuel that I don't have to. If I've got extra hybrid energy coming in after this stint, I'm going to be okay with that. I think we're clearly probably going to be looking at a 3-stop race for both drivers. Alright, there's Gabler and Stone fighting for second. I'm going to already turn her down to high and neutral. Just see if I can get away with that. And I think I can. Good on a medium and neutral then. And Stone is going to have to drop the tires soon. Yeah, let's do it now. So we've got a little bit of life left in them. So really, I mean, you can't have a better start than this for us. First and second place. Of course, it's not going to last. Doing it with light fuel and aggressive driving, and yet we're already going to have to. Oh goodness, I did that backwards. That's what's going on. No, I did that backwards. Got to go down to conserve now. Now I could... Yeah, I'm going to go around one more lap with Gabler, which might be a mistake given the tire situation. But this is going to be it. Okay, 50 laps. I want to get about 15 laps out of each set of tires here, if we split it evenly. But for this first set, I'm going to have plenty of battery charge. I shouldn't need... On the other hand, I may want to go more aggressively to get through traffic. So there is that. So I'm just going to stick with 10 laps of fuel and plan on going aggressively as I need to. I think that's a decent balance there. You can see the parts all still at max condition. So yeah. That's what we're doing for Gabler. Let's take a look at Stone now. As he continues to fall back through the pack. He's going to make it around a bit longer, but not a lot longer. And, yeah. Gabler's slipping back to second even before she comes in. Whoops. I almost, tires are at 28%. You know what? Let's stay out there more. Go ahead and go hybrid. No, you shouldn't need to go hybrid. Not with going into your last lap. So yeah, now let's bring him in. He's going to want almost 15, not quite. But yeah, go ahead and go up to not 15 laps. I go down to 14. And then no point in recharging the battery. There we go. So Gabler coming out in last place, and there's no point whatsoever in pushing anything. The tires should have plenty of distance to last, so I don't need to worry about conserving those. At least not yet, but I wouldn't mind getting the temp down on them here. Just for the purpose of being able to have it up at neutral when I want to go through traffic. And now here comes Stone in. So Gabler's going to want to come back in around lap 20. And maybe 21 for Stone. Something like that is what we're going to aim for. So again, both with good charge in the battery, be able to use that to make up some time. But for right now, I just want to have them run, 6-second gap. Let's go neutral on the tires for this final 20th lap now. We're up to third with more pitting, but yeah, being ahead of Lori here, I like that. And I just want to do the same thing again. If you look at the battery charge, I didn't lose much that time. So I want to go down 1 on the fuel. Go to 9 plus instead of 10 plus. It's going to be a little bit more aggressive here. Stone is up to 13th, which is still not great. But he's working his way through it. And again, I figure him to pit a lap later. I'm going to watch his fuel real close so that I can back off if I need to, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. And here comes Gabler in for that second stop. Yeah, he should be able to make it around. Let's see what it's going to say about his fuel. Yeah, it says he's going to have 0.07 left. That's fine. Get back up to 15. And go back out and do it again. Of course, you're going to be almost down he might run the next stint a lap shorter, which he has the capability of doing. Okay, Gabler, let's go high. I want to get by Dutt, and I want to do it now. Come on. Having a hard time making it stick. Got it, but can we keep it? I can't stay at high for a long time, so if we can't stay in front of Dutt, I'm just going to have to let... That's actually wood now. It's not Dutt. Up to third now as Dutt goes in. And I don't see any reason not to pit at the end of this. So let's just do that. If you look at the battery, it didn't go down much. So I'm going to lower... We'll go down to 8 plus. And I think I could get away with driving it down even further. But, you know, I'm not going to do that in case I have to go aggressively at some point. Yeah, I have to think I should be able to get a shorter pit stop here than Laurie's. That should shave off part of it. I mean, I think, you know, right now we've got Laurie and Rodriguez. I'm not worried about anybody else, but Laurie and Rodriguez could still very much beat Gabler. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And I think we need to ride along with Stone now. 14th, and again he's going to wait another lap before he comes in. Yeah, I actually lost a second somehow to Laurie on this stint, unless Laurie stays out there even longer. So that is just not good. So Gabler coming into the pit. Stone, I'm going to back off to high to make sure you have enough energy. Go conserve on the tires. And then, yeah. Gonna have 14 laps to go. And honestly, I think I need to take on one more lap of fuel just to be safe, because of how things are going here. So Gabler out in 7th. And into the final chase. Laurie is ahead with more worn out tires, but 14 seconds ahead. I don't think I'm catching Laurie. Let's see what happens when Rodriguez pits. And that really sucks, because I needed to win this race. So yeah, 14 seconds there. And Stefansson ahead. I'm in no hurry to catch Stefansson, because I'm going to just be pitting soon. So let's go conserve. I'm losing time still gradually to Lori here. And I'm going to pick up part of that gap, there's no question. The interesting thing, though, is Lori's tires, I don't think there's going to be much left of them at the end, because you've got to make that 15 laps, too, and yeah, so that could be an interesting thing if Lori has to go in quick to replace tires right at the end. We'll see. I mean, those last couple laps especially, their tires, we only got 3 to go now, but their tires are going to start paying a price. Don't know that it'll be enough of one, though. And I'm gaining, you know, this gap was about 7 seconds to Rodriguez. Now it's about 4.5. I just don't think I'm gaining fast enough. And now I've got to duck down to conserve. So Lori's tire's really in trouble now. If we go visit Lori, we can see, yeah, 24%. So now she's in the red zone. Rodriguez's tires, 30%, not quite to the red zone. Gabler's doing just fine on those tires. Go hybrid, I waited too long for that. I'm going to have to, yeah, in order for him to finish the race, I'll probably have to back off that. Final lap is here. I should be able to go high the rest of the way. Go high in neutral. See what we can do. We're 3.5 seconds back. That's too far to really do anything. Stone, go ahead and burn for a while. There we go. And Gabler finishes third. Stone does run out of fuel. What the heck? I thought he had plenty. Oh, I switched him into energy saving mode instead of hybrid. Oh, stupid, stupid, stupid. 11 points. CVA moved up one. That is not what I wanted from this race. But I think I lost it in the qualifying session. I would have done much better if I hadn't lost in the qualifying session. Also would have been much better if I didn't screw up the first attempt at it, in which I was leading by 5 seconds with a lap to go. Who knows, maybe something happens here that helps us. Nope. Kaluza had a drive-through penalty. So Holgerson got the fastest lap. At least Spartan didn't get that. But, yeah. Drivers' Championship, Gabler, of course, still well on top. But, only a 5-point lead now. And there's still a full third of the season to go. This is the one we need to kick butt on, and we didn't. So I'm definitely going to have to try to bounce back from this. Still very doable. But this was a big opportunity missed. You better deliver, chip winners. Yeah. Can do a lot better than that. Bobby Stone just told me. Ha ha ha. Bobby Stone is so hot. No. Just no. Okay, how is Stone's morale still at 100% when all of that stuff is going on? That's my question. What in the world? 4.9. Yeah, the last 2 races his form has not been great. This is the lowest form she's had in the last 3 races, and one of her lower ones of the season. Chairman happiness is down just 5%. I expected a bigger hit than that. Slight hit to markability. Nothing to be overly concerned about there. We did hit both of the sponsor bonuses. Pole in the qualifying, 3rd there. So we only lose 100K. So we have 4 races left. 5-point lead in the standings. Messed up a big opportunity there, but hopefully we better understand what to do in the second round of qualifying. Have to have our best lap on fresh tires, basically, so that we can start off the race properly. And yeah, it looks like it's going to go down to the wire. But each race lately, the last few races, have been up and down, not hitting necessarily the expected results. So, we'll be back next time with the Ardennes in Belgium, and hopefully at that point we will we will do a little better with the strategy and not mess it up. So that'll be next time. Thank you for watching.